we're going to spend a little bit of time comparing and contrasting stratifying versus modeling an effect modification. So what we're going to do is talk about it conceptually here, and then we'll go into R with our data set and look at it numerically and continue the discussion there. So for the sake of our discussion, we're just going to consider these variables: smoking, race, age, and LWT, weight at last menstruation, or approximately weight at conception, and the effect on risk of low birth weight baby. And we're going to say, suppose X1 is our variable of interest, smoking, right? What effect does smoking have on risk of low birth weight? And for the sake of the discussion, we'll actually find out that this is not quite there, but let's suppose that race modifies the smoking effect. So the effect that smoking has on low birth weight changes depending on race category. So what I want to talk about is the assumptions, the explicit and implicit assumptions when stratifying versus modeling it, and some of the pros and cons of each. So I want to help you connect these two ideas. And so first, let's think of stratifying, right? If we thought the effect of smoking changed depending on race category, what we can do is break the data into race categories. Right, so we had white, black, and other. That were the three race categories that we had. So what we could do essentially is take our data and chop it up into three different strata, or three different groups. Right? The data for only white, the data for only black, the data for only other. Then within each of those we can fit a model. Right? So let's just say fit separate models. So we can fit a model that estimates the effect of smoking, age, and LWT on low birth weight. So within each of these, we're going to estimate low birth weight using smoking, age, and LWT. Now let's think about what this does. In some sense, it's a simpler way to approach it. I'm going to put arrows on each of these, right, saying we're going to fit a model like this in each of the strata. So in some ways, it's a simpler way to think about it, right? We now just have three different chunks of data. We're going to fit a model in each of those. So stratifying is pretty straightforward. But what's one of the implicit assumptions, right? By doing this, we're going to get a smoking effect for white, a smoking effect for black, and a smoking effect for other. Okay? So what effect does smoking have in each of these strata? And we'll get a separate odds ratio for each. And we said, we're going to start with that assumption that we need to have three different odds ratios, one for each race category. Okay? So this will allow us to get a separate odds ratio for each, but it also implicitly assumes the effect of age and LWT depend on race. And what I mean by that is the effect of age in the white strata, the effect of age in the black strata, the effect of age in the other strata are going to be different. Right? So it's essentially also supposing that the effect of age is modified by race, or depends on race, and the effect of LWT depends on race. Right? It's not explicitly stating that, but that's implicitly what it's doing. We're going to fit three separate models, so we're going to get three separate age effects, three separate LWT effects as well. So there's good and bad to that, but it's important to note that, right? By stratifying, we're essentially assuming that the effect of all the variables is different in each of these strata. We're going to get a different estimated effect in each. Okay. Comparing that with modeling, what we do is include a smoking by race interaction or effect modification term. Okay. And as we've seen, this allows for estimating an odds ratio for white, odds ratio for black, odds ratio for other. Right, so this is going to, in the model, allow the smoking effect to change depending on race category. And we saw last week how we can work out each of these odds ratios. We can get the effect of smoking dependent on race category. But the effect of age and LWT is the same across race categories. Okay, so again, just to kind of restate that, by modeling it rather than stratifying, what that does is it allows just the smoking effect to change depending on race category, but it keeps the age effect and the LWT effect the same. So if you want to visually compare it to stratifying, it's going to allow us to get the 3 separate odds ratios, but it's going to give us just one age coefficient in all of these strata. Same with LWT. It's going to give us one coefficient in all of these strata. So if you want to think of it, it's not doing this mathematically, but conceptually, it's like if we stratified, but then we took a weighted average of the age effect and a weighted average of the LWT effect. Okay, so I think there's good and bad to modeling versus stratifying. Just to point out a few of them, stratifying is sometimes a little bit simpler to look at and think about and understand. Sometimes people might have a bit more challenge with working with a model with interaction or effect modification and getting the separate odds ratios. Right, we did that exercise previously in the course, and some of you may have struggled with calculating the race category specific odds ratios, or when you stratify, it's much more straightforward. Right? It's more straightforward to get those and to think about. One thing that's nicer with modeling the effect modification is you end up with more power, right? With stratifying, you're chopping your data into 3 separate groups and you're fitting 3 separate models. So you now have smaller sample sizes within each. When modeling the interaction, okay, or the effect modification, you can kind of borrow strength across these strata. You only need to estimate 3 separate smoking coefficients, but all the data is used to estimate the age coefficient, LWT, and so on. Another thing that I think is nice about modeling it is we only need to change, we're letting the smoking effect change, and we only need to let the variable that we think might change depending on race category change. And we can keep the age effects and LWT or all the other variables effects the same. So we only need to let the effect we think changes change and keep the rest the same. I guess a little bit of a negative. I don't know if this is the exact right way to say it, but maybe making it a little bit more assumptions of that. We're assuming that the age effect is the same in all these strata. We're assuming that the LWT effect is the same in all those strata. Okay. But really what I wanted to stress the most is that these are 2 slightly different approaches to try and get at the same thing. One is not universally better than the other, right? If one was consistently better than the other, then one of them would die out and we'd never talk about it again. So there's pros and cons to each of these. What I wanted to do is really kind of bring up that point so you can understand where they're similar and how they differ. What we'll do next is look at our data set and doing the same sort of concept, comparing stratifying versus modeling the effect modification with actual data in hand.
Stick around, guys. There's more to see, and please stay safe.